look
You can
out
start
for
with
it.
me being a bitch. I will openly.
I'm starting with Chris being a bitch.
Well, like, cause see, one of my favorite things is I thought I didn't like RPGs. One of my favorite was Secret of Mana. That's an action RPG, and after I realized that, I went, "Wow, shit! I just can't say vaguely I don't like this thing because
Mm-hmm.
that'd be wrong." Kingdom Hearts is one of my favorite fucking games, but that's also an action
Mm-hmm.
RPG. It's just the idea of an RPG is just so vague that we can't just blankly. I mean, you can blankly say it. It's just it'll be a pet peeve of mine, and
Mm-hmm.
PGs are
I will
fish.
die on that cross.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yes, exactly.
I think it's fair to like make that argument when someone's just like dismissing it entirely.
See, it's not even just dismissing it. It's just you dismiss it and then you turn around and go like, "But," and I'm like, "You just literally said like, come on, man, just
Did
be
I not
consistent."
do? I did
Literally
do.
said butt, dude.
Oh, I accidentally quit the game. I accidentally did not go on co-op. I started the Severe Steve one up, but
SpongeBob
How
fan
dare you.
937 is watching not watching, playing Stardew Valley.
Watching start. That would be great if that's how they let you know what's up is that you're just watching. You're not even playing.
hello, I'm the Severe Steve critic.
We critique Severe Steve.
Hello, I'm the Super
You don't have
Smash
to.
critic.
In today's episode, we will be reviewing this frame of Severe Steve. As you can see, it's still Severe Steve, so pretty bad, I'd say.
Pretty bad.
Bad, more like
Oh
glad.
shit!
He's too purple.
What did you send, Matt?
What did I send, Matt?
Oh shit! SpongeBob fan 937 has invited me to play Stardew
Let
Valley.
me listen to this stream real quick. Let me see
No,
if Matt
don't.
did Matt send anything. Well,
I
have
don't
my
think
headphones
I
in right
did.
now, by the way. So if you guys are speaking, I don't hear you. Okay.
Speaking.
Okay. Well,
Okay. More like.
Oh shit!
He's too purple.
Yo guys, I gotta go. Exploding Duck Brigade
Sounds
is
pretty
streaming
good.
Stardew Valley
sounds great
14.
tonight. I'm gonna turn you guys down a little bit because you were loud, but its audio sounded nice and clean. I want to make a fish stew. Fuck you, Gus.
Oh, okay.
Eat
Wow,
fucking
mean.
shit.
Unnecessary.
you should fuck Gus, I think.
Gus.
He'd make a nice couple.
Gus is unfuckable. Sadly.
Gus Spring.
Hashtag unfuckable.
Unfuckable.
The unfuckable Gus. Yes, I did just drop the episode title. Thank you.
No, this episode title is Severe Steve Dies.
We already did that
Steve
one, I
Dies
think.
Part 3.
I think we already did that one.
No, we did Mitzi Dies.
Oh, okay. I died?
Yeah. We had a
I was
funeral and
trapped in a
everything.
void a long time ago.
Why didn't you
Yeah.
tell me I was dead?
Wait, I already did the mushrooms. I'm gonna
Oh, that's right. It's ocean. It's ocean. Oh,
shit.
God, I'm
Hold on.
my line.
For canonicity's sake, when I die, make me into a scarecrow.
I will absolutely do that, Chris.
Mitzi had
Chris,
a
you have
few-
no idea how much I love this morbid request.
I got pine tar. Maru.
I don't think you understand how seriously I take death wishes. Like I have said before, I would definitely eat one of my friends if they told me, when I die, cook me up and eat me, and I would do it.
Gross.
You know, I
Yeah.
don't
Pierre
think.
wants me to bring him some shit, and it says one of the rewards is makes Pierre happy, so I'm not doing it.
I think I'll do it.
Yeah.
You know, for this playthrough, part of me like.
continues.
I think I will make Pierre happy just to make Matt mad.
Part of me for this playthrough really, really, really wanted to like make a character and stick with it, but like I didn't want to be like super obnoxious.
Severe Steve, like, I'm normally not, like, role-playing as him, but every bad thing I do is something that Severe Steve does. Severe Steve does dig through the trash. Severe Steve does threaten people. Severe Steve is only hooking up with his love interest to upset someone.
Severe Steve genuinely just wants to date Maru to like get to Demetrius. Like
Severe Steve is the most severe.
Yeah, see, because I'm hooking up with Emily for the purple hair. The fact that it would upset Pierre is incidental.
That's Abigail. Emily has.
Abigail.
Whatever. I said the right name.
No, you didn't.
Playback.
So apparently today we have Spicy Matt.
Go edit that so I said the right name.
At least Severe Steve knows Maru's name. Jesus. No, Severe Steve will. They'll like. Here's the thing. The beautiful thing is their relationship could grow into something real. Severe Steve and Maru. What's up, Matt? What was Matt saying?
I had nothing else to say.
Oh.
No.
That was it. Hail Satan.
I'm just gonna sit in this chair for the rest of the day.
Sounds like fun.
Severe Steve.
I fucking love fishing.
Where's my hoe?
Hey, Sebastian, better
There
open
it
up, motherfucker. You
I'm
owe
so
me money.
good at fishing.
Open the door up, you piece of shit.
Don't threaten my husband, please.
You're gonna have some broken legs today, Sebastian. Time to open
Do
up.
not threaten my husband, please.
Let's go to the store. Let's go shopping.
Mitzi, I will threaten your husband as
What?
much as I want to.
No.
No.
Luckily, I do not want to threaten him, so I suppose I won't.
Hey, Dwarfo, take this. I've already given him 2 gifts. Shit. Someone's having computer errors.
One me.
Not me, I think.
I'm a computer error.
Wasn't me.
Aren't we all?
Yeah. I mean, really, truthfully, we are all just meat computers.
I need to go to...
I'm pretty sure you guys are just computer viruses that have gotten into my laptop. Your super advanced AI. It's here to trick me into giving you my credit card number, which I will now read aloud on stream.
111-1111.
4.
You know, as a kid, I was stupid enough to believe, and I could be believed in it, but I believed that there was like the phone number that just was one, just like literally just one number.
There
I
used
absolutely
to
believed
be.
that was a thing.
There used to be, but now it doesn't exist anymore.
Just they don't do this to me. I just
It was before our time.
because no, I will tell you this. I will believe you if you tell me something and make it sound good enough.
What?
I mean, I'm even lying. You don't have to make it sound good enough. I will probably. I have faith in you. Don't do this shit.
0 was a phone number. I mean, I assume 0 is still in operation. It was just, a bigger thing in, like, the 80s and 90s. And it was an even bigger thing, like, way back in the day where you had to dial 0 and the operator had to patch you through.
this kind of has nothing to do with this, but Angry Video Game Nerd did a video on Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and he made a joke about it was like an adult hotline. And I have that game. I don't know if I have it still in my collection, but like in the instruction manual, there was like a number that you were supposed to call, or like in the game or something. And I was like super psyched. I'm like, yeah, it's an adult number. Haha. No, it wasn't. It wasn't even in service. I was like super upset.
Chris was looking
I mean,
for a good time.
I guess I probably would have freaked out if it had actually.
I actually had the phone number of the White House.
Oh, really? How was it?
Oh,
It's a publicly available number.
I was
Matt.
talking to the president.
Matt, I got bad news.
I never did. What?
Abigail's planning on killing you with a sword. She has a sword hidden in her room.
Oh, hey, wait, there's gas in here. I should probably leave.
Gas leak, gas leak.
is that like the Lost Dora the Explorer episode?
I was like,
Yeah, I
man,
was to say.
Dorothy,
Like,
Gas
yeah,
leak, gas leak,
fog
gas
effect.
leak,
Oh
gas
wait,
leak.
there's not fog effects. This is gas.
gas? More like...
Ass.
Well, like ass.
Now
You hear that joke, Tails? I made an ass joke.
I'm gonna fish for humans. I'm gonna hook a human.
I'm sorry, what?
She moved out of the way. We're gonna do it again. Up, she moved out of the way again.
Because Gary Oak is just Sonic the Hedgehog.
What if
Super
one
Mario
day...
Brothers, that's really what it is. Like, he is like one octave away from just being Sonic.
Oh,
You're absolutely right.
Sama.
What if one day you
Oh,
were fishing?
Sama. Sorry, go ahead.
What if one day you were fishing and, like, while you were fishing, you just came up with a mermaid? You just reeled in, like, a whole-ass mermaid?
Well, I would have to explain to my people why I caught my people, so...
Mitzi, how would you feel if you rolled up the mermaid and she was screaming in agony? Just like an
I
absolute
would feel
plane
really
begging to
bad.
be killed.
I would feel really bad, and I would probably just release her and let her go. I would just feel really bad, and I would go home and I'd be like, well, that just happened. Anyway, time for some soup.
We got a diamond. I'm gonna take it. It's mine now.
A diamond?
Did you feed Cluckold this morning?
Fuck!
It's okay, he had one piece of hay left. Just make sure you feed him now.
You
And then
mean Cluck. Ahaha.
I forgot
said
about
Cluck.
Cluckhold.
Yeah, I
Cluckhold,
said-
are you okay? Are you okay, my
Let's get
child?
that fuck.
Cluckhold is trying to
Oh.
sleep.
Okay, I get it.
Okay. So that means somebody came by and took the egg, right?
Yeah, I sold it
Okay.
at the black
Oh.
market.
Michael, I think you need
You
to
need to
understand
be on the
this thing.
lookout for a large egg.
Michael, I don't know if you know this, but I make absolutely shit jokes. It is part of my life.
We have the Chaos Emerald.
I too make jokes about shit.
Same. Stop giving our boys spicy Cheetos.
And I mean both versions of the word shit. Both as in I make jokes about feces and I make jokes about stuff.
I have not made a
You
joke
are
about
explaining that to us.
By the way, Spingle Dingle chose me tonight.
Who the fuck cares, Michael?
Welcome back to
I
Roll with
care very much
Oracle.
because Fingle Dingle is not in my bed.
He's not even in my bed, he's just lying on the carpet.
Look,
need
we just
Single
have to
Dingle
kill
to
Severe
choose me.
Steve.
That sounds like a good idea. I agree with that one.
Well, I just found a great way to defend myself, and now you're all fucked.
Oh, I want to tell y'all, very important, is that if anybody finds a prismatic shard, which is very important to preserve those anyway, we need to save I would say exactly 5 of them. Like, if we find more, save them, absolutely, but we
Where do we find
need
them?
5 of them.
No, I mean where? I'm sorry.
Prismatic shards can be found in several different locations, but the main places you're going to want to go to is the quarry and the mines. I don't even know if we do have the quarry, that's right, because we got the thing
Let's
fixed.
go to bed, everyone.
But you're gonna want to just keep cracking open rocks and shit, and you're gonna want to keep looking for prismatic shards. The thing about prismatic shards is if you take them to the desert and you hold them up between the pillars, you can get the most powerful weapon in the game. And so if all of us had a prismatic shard, plus we want to save one for another bundle, like another secret bundle that comes after we've completed the bundles at the
Oh, that
blah blah blah
happens.
blah community center, and we need a prismatic shard for that one. So it's very, very important
I like how they
that we
say-
save our prismatic shards and we don't take them out of the chest or do anything with them for any reason other than to do the things that I have just said.
I love
The
how
thing
they
that's
do
funny-
the birds in this game. They just have like this shitty sprite that they keep flipping upside down like over and over again.
The thing that's
I'm
really
nothing
funny.
doing a barrel roll.
The thing that's funny with what Mitzi said, right, is my dumbass thought that they were going to say, if you hold the prismatic shard between your cheeks, you will get a weapon. And I'm like, what? Why would this game do that? That's my dumbass. I'm sorry you guys have to deal with that shit. I
It's
can
okay. Don't worry about it.
go. Just leave.
Doug
I've dealt
Walker.
with worse.
More like Fug Shocker.
Michael, why are you starting every episode with a Doug Walker joke?
Did I make one last episode?
Yeah, you were I forgot what you were already. You were the Severe Steve critic, I believe.
I was also the Super Smash critic. I was the Fairly Odd Gamer.
God damn it.
Mitzi, feed the Cluckhold.
I already fed Cluckhold. Cluckhold had their breakfast.
Okay.
I just need to refill the thing.
Funny that thanks to you, I know who the Fairly Odd Gamer is.
I only know it because of Austin Stewart.
And, like, I'm not saying that negatively, because, like, there's absolutely nothing wrong with the Fairly Odd Gamer. It's just, well, I learned one thing from them is that there is a Larry Boy video game that I need,
I
so.
appreciate his dedication, and I think that it's weird that he has all of those costumes. I assume he has a family member that does work with that. Because that was that's very interesting. It's like all these like really big fursuits, and like, but also just like characters from like movies and TV shows, but they're like really like professional looking, you know. So it's like, how the fuck does he's like a young person, how does he get his hands on this shit? I just assume he has like a family member that works for a place with this shit.
Where there's a will, there is a way.
Yeah. Maybe he just has a lot of money because he has all this fucking merchandise in his videos too, so maybe it's just like a wealth thing.
Or luck.
I just picked a random place to go in the mines, gonna get a few levels up, get some iron while we're at it.
Oh no, I'm going to die.
You know, if we're talking about YouTubers, because I'm going to keep on this train, Aaron Hansen got me into beatboxing, but not like actual beatboxing, like shitty beatboxing. So, I don't know why that reminded me of
Guys,
that.
I'm gonna die. Oh,
Did
thank
you
God I
die?
didn't.
Okay, bye.
I didn't die. I'm good.
Here.
I made the mistake of going into the Skull Caverns.
Yeah, I just picked a really easy area to go into the mines, and I'm
The
just gonna.
Skull Cavern sounds like a place that Olivia would live in.
What's
It's also a place that I would live in.
Yo, this is stupid, so I'm gonna do it anyways. Olivia draws sexy skeletons, so
I know you've mentioned this before.
It's
Oh,
like
I'm gonna
it's
keep
a
mentioning it.
talking
I love
point in
it.
the Sonic Adventure video.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but are humans not sexy skeletons?
Oh no, like we're talking about like anatomically correct skeletons. Like she just draws them.
What was it? One of my favorite jokes in a video comes from.
Carbohydrate.
Yeah, that was great. One of my favorite moments was just like, it's in the season 1 finale of Legend of Beagles where just Chris starts going on this big monologue about the skeletons, and I started playing dramatic music over it. But what I liked about it so much is it gave like, this was the final episode of season 1, and it gave it such a finale feel. Like it felt like a finale now.
So I will probably die. I'm in the other caves.
I would get out of there.
No.
Should probably have my sword and my other shit right next to me. I'm just doing a really easy one, and I feel like with enough time in here, I'll be fine. Like I'll level up a little bit. Because before I was just trying to get through this shit as quick as possible. Okay, that works. Quick way to switch back and forth.
I'm just gonna hang out with the wizard today. What's up, my man?
Oh,
Wizard.
cool. How much does it cost to change your gender?
Potent
What does it
magic
cost to change your
user.
gender?
A lot.
I think
Sometimes.
you might be able to. Can't you do that with the wizard?
Oh yeah, that's right. Well, you can unlock the shrines with him. Like you can get it. He can unlock the shrines for you, and one of them is one that can change your gender.
I thought he just had something in his basement that let you change your character altogether.
Well, yeah, it's the shrines.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you just have to have a certain friendship level with him.
Well, I gotta go befriend a wizard.
Yeah. Isn't it great that a
I
wizard
would
is what
love
does
it
that?
if that was the only thing you needed to transition. You just befriend a wizard.
Is that not what our healthcare system is?
No, sadly.
In California's kind of is.
You just gotta befriend the right doctor.
You just need wizard insurance.
Wizard insurance.
That actually sounds like you would like be in case like a wizard fucks you over. Actually, that's what you.
In case
Yeah.
a wizard fucks you.
Yeah.
In case a wizard fucked you. Has a wizard ever fucked you? Get wizard insurance.
God, I wish.
Oh, what did this one drop? This is new. I've never seen this before. I'm gonna have to pick it up. I might have found a rare item or just absolutely nothing. But it dropped something I haven't seen in the game yet.
I'm fishing from the pond in
We
our
can buy
yard.
swords.
Full of trash, and I think that's probably a good
it's a
thing.
coffee
I
bean.
don't want this trash in our pond.
I don't want trash in
It's on the
my
lake.
pond.
That's just gonna happen sometimes. But this is our pond. Let's get the trash out of it.
Cool Cat says. I don't know. I just kind of.
Cool Cat says it's no good.
Can we get a Cool Cat and Sonic crossover?
Yeah. I think they would cross over well together.
Yeah, I think so too.
I got a bomb, guys.
Awesome! I love bombs.
I've got a real bomb.
FBI, don't take that out of context, please.
FBI, completely take that out of context. Stop all of my flights.
I've got a real bong.
You know, it's funny, right? I think I've said this on stream, but I'm gonna say it anyways. I've flown with Olivia so many times and Milo, and they don't check you when you fly with a kid. They just assume you're not going to do anything shitty. So they just let you go through, you know, the shitty metal detector.
Man, thanks for giving the terrorists life hacks, Chris.
Have babies.
You've got a child. You've got bigger things on your mind than hijacking an airplane.
Yeah. Yo, go have. You hear that, terrorists? Have babies.
If the terrorists have babies, they'll just become better people.
But no, so the first time for Too Many Games, I go on the plane alone and I get checked like immediately. Like the whole pat down and everything. And I'm like, really?
I haven't gotten that, but I also haven't been on a plane since I was a minor. I don't know if they normally go for younger people.
Oh, I thought there was more to that.
No, I was just like, I didn't get checked the last time I was on a plane.
No, I have never been. I mean, I've been checked, but like, not at the airport. I guess I guess Olivia's whiteness and my baby was what saved me. But
Well, I do feel, having recently been on an airplane, that security is at least more lax than it was, 5-10 years ago.
oh, for sure. But like, I got checked twice. Like, I am not a threatening looking person, so it was weird to.
They saw that Kirby shirt and they're like,
Yeah, no, we can't have that.
Kirby,
God.
It's not even.
Kirby steals people's powers. This guy's a threat.
That reminds me of a story.
Like, I got checked going through TSA, and then like on my like connecting flight, they're like, "Hey, so we're gonna have to give you a pat down," and I'm like, "For real?" So yeah, I mean, on the way back that didn't happen, but like,
All the world's gems are mine.
and I'm not saying like it's a racism thing. I just think it's an interesting thing.
I'm saying it's a racism thing.
It's racist.
I'm saying that they saw that Kirby shirt and they were like, we don't like gamers.
You know, like
This is racism against gamers.
But I want to talk to Maru. I'll go for her door. I'm gonna sneak into their house. Maru, why would you lock Severe Steve out? Bigot.
You can talk to Maru.
Where's
Also,
Maru?
do you know how another complaint about the cats in my house? The other complaint about life is how embarrassing it is to transition and have your wallet look completely different than you do. I mean, your ID look different than you do. That's
I look a lot different than I did when I got my ID picture taken. I have had people think it's a fake.
Sebastian's love for frogs makes Mitzi's attraction make sense.
I have much longer hair and more facial hair, and they told me to take my glasses, even though I always wear my glasses. So it's like,
You do look very
Yeah,
you do
Matt
look
would.
very different without like your long hair and glasses. I've seen
Yeah.
you like that in videos, and it's like you do look different.
Matt without facial hair looks like a completely different person. I look at Matt without facial hair and I'm like, who is this? Who is this person?
I am gonna sell. So I got a coffee bean. I don't know what we can do with that, but I'm assuming something.
I'm gonna take this opportunity to take a bathroom break.
Awesome.
Hurry, let's talk
say
about
what I
next
want to say
title.
here. My crackhead mind was going to just think that Michael's going to be say that he was going to start selling drugs, and I'm like, you can do that, Stardew.
And if you want, I guess. Yeah, you can sell drugs anywhere if you really put your mind to it. Don't sell
Steve.
yourself short.
Severe Steve would probably sell drugs to children.
Yeah. I mean, Matt already gave a child a beer. Why can't Severe Steve just hand out drugs? Yes, I got level 5 mining!
Something we said earlier.
So I will be back.
Oh, I wonder if I get to level up. I don't. If something that was said in the last, earlier, made me think of a Breaking Bad episode, a blooper from a Breaking Bad episode. There's like a season where Walter makes a bomb, to put an end to someone. And one of the bloopers, he's talking to like a character named Mike, because they goofed off on that set so much, and like there's like a scene where like Walter's asking for a meeting with the person that he wants to blow up, and Mike is like, "Walt, you're never gonna see him again." And then Walter, and then Bryan Cranston's like, "That's what you think? I'm gonna build a bomb. Are you listening to me?" I fucking love that shit. Where'd everyone go? Everyone's so quiet.
I'm here. I'm just quiet. I think Matt went to the bathroom. I don't know where Chris is.
Chris went to
The void
the
again.
void again. Chris is in the void again.
Oh, bitch.
All these episodes later.
It's where I belong.
This episode day 28. Just because I guess by now this episode will be day 28. Day 28 will be Chris
it's
returns to
28.
the void.
28. Day 28.
Although it'll be like day 100 and something.
You know what's funnier than 28?
29. What was the actual number in that SpongeBob episode though?
25.
You know what's funnier than 24? 25.
Well, I'm back, I guess.
Wrong though?
You back? You
Am I
back
here?
from the
Yeah.
void? Oh shit! The Queen of Sauce is on. I love her.
Thank you. Anyway.
Robin sent me some wood.
Guys, it's the final day of the year. We gotta go celebrate New Year's today.
So me and Olivia have came up and said that there is a list of things that Squidward should not say out of context. We've come to an agreement.
Agreeance?
Agreed.
Yes.
Okay, am I?
You know what Squidward shouldn't say out of context?
I'll come for your pickle.
I'll come for your pickle. No, he shouldn't say like I murder people for fun because it's completely out of context when he says that, and people shouldn't
But he
take
does,
it seriously. I'm the one who takes care of you, Small Dingle.
I think it was an odd episode where he said that though.
What?
Like it didn't really make sense within the context of the episode. You're just sort of like,
No,
what's
no.
the joke?
The joke is that he was being quirky.
I don't. I think that's one of the weaker episodes.
It
Which
was
one
it was like season 5, which was in between like getting like it being like in its glory days and it being really bad. It's kind of like in the middle.
Yeah.
Like, the problem is I'm one of those people that, like, dropped off the face of the earth when it came to SpongeBob, so, like... I was
you're
more
like-
into...
But you're kind of like being a little uncharitable with it, Matt, because it's like he's like in the first 3 seasons he said that all the time, and it was like more of a callback in the later episode.
What? All I'm saying is that, like, I was more into, like, Fairly Odd Parents and Jimmy Neutron.
I liked those 2 shows a lot. SpongeBob was the shit. Like, if I have to like think of the 2 things I endured, like the shows I endured the most as a kid, like SpongeBob was such a generic answer, but it's like, yeah, I probably watched that show more than anything when I was a kid.
I was obsessed with SpongeBob. I was fucking obsessed.
When that first movie came out, I watched it like every day.
I will openly admit SpongeBob was the shit, but man, I was way too into old cartoons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. SpongeBob was not the thing I watched the most, but it's definitely the thing that stuck with me more.
Had
Like-
more of an impact.
Yeah.
Matt, are you checking trash cans? They're not working for me.
I got a wood club from a slime. I don't know why that sounded so weird coming out of me.
I think, Scooby-Doo was my shit, though. If I ever had to, like, say...
Oh,
the
yeah, I
cartoon
loved
that way.
Scooby-Doo.
I liked Scooby-Doo, but I got bored of it sometimes. It depended what era it was.
Doober, doober, doober.
Yeah, I could give less of a shit. I loved every era.
I liked the movie. Honestly, God, I don't even know if this is a popular opinion to have, but I liked the eras where like the focus was on Scooby and Shaggy, and a lot of those were ones
Hold
that
on.
had Scrappy in it.
Are we
And I
talking
know-
about like red? Are we talking about red shirt Shaggy or like
Red shirt
Green
Shaggy.
Or are we talking about like green shirt Shaggy?
Red shirt Shaggy.
You know what's
Because
funny?
red shirt Shaggy was the shit.
Yeah.
The show Wacky Races, the only time I ever watched it, but I watched a ton of it, was they did a marathon. They were doing like this big Scooby-Doo marathon on Boomerang, and they showed Wacky Races a lot. It wasn't Wacky Races, it was like the spin-off where it was the Toon Olympics and Wacky Races was included in it.
Yeah.
Because they had Team Hanna-Barbera, which was like Yogi and a bunch of other like random characters from the show. Then there was the Team Scooby gang, and then there was like the villain gang. And I watched it, and I watched during the Scooby-Doo marathon, and I was like, I remember the conclusion that I came to is that the only team that ever won in that show was the Scooby gang. Because I was really young and stupid, and then when I got older, I was like, oh, it was a Scooby-Doo marathon. They were only showing the ones where Scooby-Doo won. Which is a really dumb way to do it, because part of the fun of watching that show would be, like, seeing who won. And if you made it announce, like, we're only showing the episodes where this team wins, I feel like that kind of takes the fun away.
Yeah.
But, like, but yeah, I watched that show and I was like, man, Scooby-Doo is the only team that wins. This is just a show that favored Scooby-Doo.
I do feel like the show favored Scooby-Doo, though.
Yeah, it could have. I never saw another episode. I never saw the other characters win.
I think.
don't-
Oh, continue.
I don't know if there was ever an episode where the bad guy wins.
I died. Sorry, guys.
I am appearing in someone's dream.
It's
I'll-
probably Emily.
That is not something I was prepared to do today.
Is this like Emily?
It's made of Diglett? Looks like Diglett, I guess.
8 stars of Maru. Hell yeah, it's time for us to hook up. I have to get her a bouquet, right?
Yeah.
I have to do the cutscene too. I'm gonna buy the bouquet now if I can. We're gonna have our first relationship, our first full-blown relationship.
Yeah, hey, Emily.
You know, aside from me and Chris and Matt and Mitzi, but that's like more of like a thing on the side.
I'm just trying to get my mining and my combat up as high as possible.
Chris, if these jokes ever make you feel uncomfortable, just tell me.
Someone spent money.
I did. About
How dare you spend money?
It was only 200 coins.
I need that money for rare crows. And you're just taking it from me.
Yeah, the rare crows, of course. How dare I?
Yeah. The most important part of the game.
So Milo's having a temper tantrum, so that's the only reason why I'm not responding.
Milo, more like, I'm not gonna do that to Milo.
I was gonna
no,
say
you-
more like
yeah.
Philo.
I mean, you sure can. It's just it might come back and bite you in the ass in the future.
Yeah. Milo's gonna find me and be like, why would you say this about me?
There wasn't
It's
even
like-
a specific thing I had in mind. I'm just not gonna do the more like.
Milo's gonna be like, I was like 2. Come on.
Of course
And
I
then you're
cried.
gonna be like, haha, yeah, baby, get over it, cry, baby, haha.
Milo,
You're gonna like,
more like Michael.
and then you're gonna like walk up to Milo and be
Look.
like, what are you, a baby, haha.
I don't know what things are gonna be like in the future, but
I got an ancient seed! Oh, piss
I want-
off, everybody! I got a fucking ancient seed!
I don't know what things are gonna be like in the future, but I want me and Milo to be chill. I want me and Milo are gonna be buds.
I want Milo to appreciate his fairy godparent, which is
Milo
me.
is gonna replace Chris in one of the future Oscar recordings.
Probably.
We're still gonna be doing the Oscars like 10 years later, and Milo's gonna hop on.
Milo will carry on your legacy.
Milo needs to write an issue of Noman. If Milo becomes the creative type, if Milo becomes an athlete, that's all good. But if Milo becomes the creative type, then Milo needs to write an issue of Noman. Because there's no doubt in my mind if we stick to Noman and we actually complete it, that it's gonna be like still going 10 years from now. Like it's gonna be an insane amount of time to complete all of that. With both how much we want to do for it and like how much we're already working on, how slow the process goes. Isn't there an event on New Year's? Don't we want to go down to the beach eventually?
Oh yeah.
It's not yet, but it's gonna come.
Well,
I'll check the calendar. I'll see what time it starts. I didn't do anything today. Just kind of wandered around.
Guys, we got ancient seeds. Oh yes, we got ancient seeds.
Oh wait, it's not saying there's an event tonight.
We can make ancient fruit.
Is there another day in the month? I thought there wasn't. Isn't there something that happens on New Year's?
The ancient fruit is what I want to be referred to when I'm older.
Wait, Matt, come here.
I'm following Mitzi.
Okay,
Hello.
Mitzi, you stop too.
Oh, okay.
All right, ready? All right.
What do you want?
Matt's dead. I stabbed him with a sword. Matt's killed off of Columbus Farms. His character will never show up again. Matt will never be heard again. in these videos.
Seriously,
No.
get back here. Get back here.
Stop.
Get back here. Hey.
Stop.
Hey.
Oh.
Severe Steve.
Matt, you're
Back
dead. You're not allowed to help.
Get back here. Get back here. Hey, Severe Steve, please stop running from your consequences. Please die respectfully and with dignity. With what little dignity you have. Sir. Sir.
I'm over there. No, you're supposed to fall for that, Mitzi. I got hit. I'm dead. Me and Matt are ghosts.
No, you're supposed to fall for
So I don't know what tomfuckery went down,
You'll find out 12
we'll
years
summarize
from now when
later.
the episode comes out.
but I will tell you this: the reason I brought up
Now your
Scooby-Doo,
ghost is dead.
You know,
the only reason why I brought up Scooby-Doo is because of the fact that
Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo, yes.
Ruby Doo.
Okay, look, stop making fun of my fucking speech impediments. I'll eat you.
I'm a ghost.
We're haunting Chris. I'm glad that me and you can be ghost friends after I murdered you, Matt.
You already.
Well, I murdered your ghost, so
That's
I
right.
can't see you anymore. You're double dead. I would have to die again to be able to see your ghost's ghost.
All right, you're a ghost now. Ghost.
But have you guys like ever watched the? Because I know I've said this on stream at least once. But have you guys ever watched the like Scooby-Doo Wacky Races movie?
Yes.
Like the Reluctant Werewolf.
It was a movie.
Yes.
Like it was with Wacky Races.
Reluctant
right?
Werewolf.
It was the Reluctant Werewolf. It was like Wacky Races, but like not.
They have Wacky Races characters in it.
No.
Oh. I don't think I saw that one.
But my favorite line, and it's something I say to Olivia every now and then, is Dracula's just like, Shaggy! What is a Shaggy? And I just love
wait.
that shit.
I was literally
I think
about to say that. I was literally
Well-
just about to go Shaggy.
I think I did see that.
I don't
I
remember
know,
that one.
I know what you're talking about, at least.
Um,
No, because it was before Wacky Races, wasn't it?
No.
Am I wrong? Okay.
Wacky
I have
Races.
no clue.
what was the cyber?
There was like the Boo Brothers,
I know this one had the entire
The
gang in
Wolf
it, so that's not what
School.
I'm talking about. What was the
Oh.
video game one? Cyberspace?
Cyberchase.
Cyberchase. I
I had the video
Love-
game.
Yeah, I had the video game too. I never made it past the China level. That's the second level in the game. I thought it was way too. I could not. As a kid. I liked any game, even if I couldn't beat it. You better believe I kept trying to beat it, but I could
Michael?
not make it past the second
whoa, shit.
level. Oh, wait,
Oh,
yeah,
man.
Our farm sim.
Oh
fucked up
shit, it's
again.
Kent. He's back from the war.
Yeah, Kent is a character that comes in year 2. So there's a fun surprise
Michael?
for you guys. What?
Michael, can you just like have some epic music appear when Kent first shows up?
Can I play the G.I. Joe theme?
We've been asleep
that
a
works.
whole year.
G.I. Joe.
No, okay, hold on. It has to be G.I. Joe.
Comes from the enemy, fighting to save the day.
It has to be from the movie. It can't be just the generic theme.
What if
It
I
has to
do
be the
like,
one from the movie.
What if I do a full cover of the G.I. Joe theme song? Would you guys take that?
Yeah, as long as you do the movie though.
Is the I know the theme. I don't know what the difference between the movie and the show is.
There's
so-
not much. It's stupider.
G.I.
Fibrous
Joe.
materials. fibrous
Well,
material.
I just wanted to introduce myself. I'll see you around.
You know, I absolutely love Have you guys seen the G.I. Joe movie? Like
Happy
the 80s
1-year
one?
anniversary, guys.
Yeah. I'm trying to talk about 80s cartoons. Fuck 1 year. I'm trying to talk about 80s cartoons that nobody clearly gives a fuck about.
I just wanted to acknowledge
or the live action.
Matt, stop using an axe to cut this stuff.
Well, my favorite thing about it is that, like, kids couldn't handle Duke, like, dying, because, like, they didn't handle Optimus dying, so, like, at the end of the movie, they're like, we stopped the bad guy, and Duke's okay! And it's over the radio, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, he was for sure dead.
Wasn't Optimus Prime dying #1 on Nostalgia Critic saddest moments? Top 11 saddest moments?
Probably.
For what?
In Nostalgia Critic's top 11 saddest nostalgic moments.
Man, I'm not gonna lie to you. Optimus dying, I cared more about Megatron dying than Optimus dying.
Well, I saw the movie, but I never really watched the show much. So,
Oh no, same. It's just
I think that hit harder if you were watching the show and
Yeah.
Prime me was not on the show anymore.
well, my problem is Optimus is kind of a bitch. Like, he has had multiple opportunities to kill Megatron and has never done it. So, like, it was inevitable that he would die. Like, it was just, you know. But like Megatron dying was like, that was like, oh cool, and then he killed fucking, and then he killed Starscream, and we're like, hell yeah, that was pretty dope. I am absolutely sorry, man.
Don't be sorry.
No, don't just be sorry. Think! Think for 1 second.
Where did the refrigerator go?
To my house.
Do I have to start screaming about like Care
Like,
Bears?
oh, I need to get to the
80s My Little
refrigerator.
Pony? Is that
Is
that acceptable?
Can you not? Oh yeah, I put a fireplace in front of it. Can't you move it?
Yeah, but why would you do that?
To be funny. What's up, Chris?
I was gonna say, do I have to like, do I have to talk about like the Care Bears show next? Is that like, will somebody give a shit about that
No.
one?
You come to the right place, Chris. I can say with 100% certainty you are talking to the correct person.
Has anybody watched the show though?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Mitsu watched the whole show for our episode
That's dope.
because we had to re-record it.
G.I.
I wanted something new to talk about, so it wasn't just us saying the same shit. Wait, hold on. I don't want to go down this way. I wanted to go to the mines.
I think the one thing from the original version I miss is Michael talking about he and I writing a version of the Care Bears movie where like Nicholas dies at the end. And then we implore the creators like, hey, let us do the Care Bears movie. We'll make Nicholas even crazier.
I cannot tell you really anything about the 80s My Little Pony.
I can.
Except for, no, but I can tell you about Care Bears. Like,
I'm laughing at something else. My dad
No, I
sent
could
me a
ask
text,
him-
and I gave him potentially the most smart-ass answer I could have given him. I might
It's
get yelled at.
Just listen to that Hollow Victories episode that I was on. Do
I
that.
wish my dad would text me.
Smart human. I wish my dad would text you.
The raw materials of...
That would be weird, but be like, Dad, how did you get Chris's number? I don't have Chris's number.
All my
Well,
dad said as a response is, "Don't make me come up there."
Oh man, Michael's gonna get his ass whooped.
So what happened is last night, my dad put fries in the oven and he fell asleep.
Is that what happened?
And our smoke alarm went off and it was loud as fuck. You guys may even heard
Yeah.
it, yeah. But it
Yeah,
kept
we
going
were there.
after the call. It kept going off, and I woke up like 3 times from an event show. I was like, okay, this is pretty bad. I need to go down there and check it. And I went down there, and yeah, it was still going off, and the oven was smoking, and there were fries that were like black rocks in there. And I turned off the oven, and my dad was asleep, and my mom was asleep.
Yes,
They slept through
tired.
it. And then, and then my dad, like this morning, I was just like, "Dad, did you not wake up from the noise?" And he was like, "No, I didn't." I told him, I was like, "I can't believe I didn't wake up from that." And just like a moments ago, my dad texted me saying you were being way too loud. So I am gonna keep it down now to be respectful. But then normally my response to that is like, "Oh, sorry," because I don't want to be loud. They have to go to work tomorrow. I want to be polite. But my response tonight was like, "That smoke alarm was loud too, but you and Mom slept through that like champs."
I'm so good at Stardew Valley, guys. I'm so good at it.
I am so cool at
Hey,
driving.
no.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Back.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. No, I need to activate cutscene 8 before I give her the thing, right?
And you know, there's not many things that sound like super geeky that come out of your mouth, Michael, but that was one of them. And it doesn't matter. It's just the whole thing of like I need to activate level 8 before I get to romance this character. I'm sorry if that sounded too mean. It's just like
Yeah, I will never forget.
I'm just reminded of the time I got so fucking celebratory when I finally got to romance Cassandra in
wait, hold on, you got caught twice?
Two kids are really close. Go ahead, Mitzi.
No, it was just Dragon Age, man. Cassandra is great, and I got really fucking excited. I got so fucking excited when I finally got to romance her, and my friend was like, it's just a game. I was like, it's more than a game? You have no idea what I went through to get this.
When you die in the game, you die for real.
When you're gay in the game, you're gay for.
Exactly. So you understand.
I don't even know what movie that's from. I just know people like that.
It is called Gamer. I have not seen it.
You know, I have not.
It's I think it's from the guys who made the Crank movies, which was disappointing.
I want to watch Fart the movie.
Don't.
That's on the DVD box. Just says from famed movie reviewer Matt, don't.
Don't.
It would be a smart marketing technique because the people reading that would want to rebel against Matt. It's a whole new year to live in.
I'm laughing thinking about the fucking I am so cool at driving guy because that's how I talk about myself all the time. like when I'm playing video games or something, it's just, like literally me fishing earlier was just like I'm so fucking good at fishing. I'm so cool at fishing.
I love that video so much because it's just like I'm not gonna act like I'm the best driver in the world, but that video is so fucking accurate with how people are on the road.
Yo, I got the cat.
There is no such thing as a good driver. Honestly. All drivers are bad.
Good thing I don't drive then.
I'm gonna go see Maru before it's too late because I wanna.
Not gonna lie, I'm a very good driver.
At 8:30. Okay. She's asleep. I'm gonna sit in her room and play video games.
I
Dang
think
it.
I have 28 minutes to get to her house, and that's not a lot of time in this game. Oh, I can make it in. 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 Oh, I closed at 8, not 9. Fuck, I have to do Mario tomorrow. It's a
We don't need to know what you do in the game.
Can we
I
get?
am gonna hang out at Pierre's store.
Can we all sing the Pokemon Johto theme song together in honor
No.
of a new year?
I get fucked, Pierre. I'm hanging out in your store after hours.
I mean, I will say this though. That theme is a certified bop, though.
It's great. It's a whole new world to see. I might like that one more than the original. I know it's a hot take.
No, I enjoy it more than I enjoy the original.
The original's a bop too, but it's just like, oh my god, the fucking Pokemon Johto theme song is like the catchiest fucking intro ever. I'm gonna say this. Here's another hot take, although maybe it's not a hot take amongst this group. It's fucking catchier than DuckTales.
You take that shit back.
No.
Yeah, no.
That
Wrong.
is the catchiest fucking intro.
The only thing that's catchier than DuckTales is Darkwing Duck.
Yeah.
Duck. I think DuckTales is
I realized, like, recently, like, not too recently, but fairly recently, how much duck media I consumed as a child. Like, how much
great
duck
characters.
entered me.
Like, I joke about, I did the best rap movie and the best B characters. Honestly, it should be...
DuckTales, Darkwing Duck,
Here, do you want
Duck
to put the mushroom
Dodgers.
for the wizard, Matt?
the Mighty Ducks.
I can give you a purple mushroom for the wizard.
Nice.
Come on, hear me out, right? Whenever there's trouble, you call DW. Come on. Come on. Well, I mean, Chippendales is pretty a bop too, though.
Rescue Rangers. Disney had a lot of good ones. The Gummy Bear theme song was great, and I never
Oh,
watched the show.
Gummy Bears! Fuck yeah!
I never even watched the show, and I know the theme song.
I absolutely did, but no, yeah.
Oh, that reminded something completely unrelated that I.
Oh, and Winnie the Pooh, the New Adventures of Winnie the Pooh was a fucking bop too.
Yeah, it was. Timon and Pumbaa just used Hakuna Matata, but that's a fucking catchy
Hakuna
song.
Matata. Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
so
and then
fun-
like Aladdin was pretty dope too. You know,
yeah.
that was just
Arabian Nights, but
yeah. Okay, hear me out though. Everyone was talking about like crossovers that like blew their mind as kids. Mine was the Aladdin and Hercules crossover that they did for the TV shows. Like that was my Superman versus Batman kind of shit moment. Because I was like, how the hell are they gonna do that? And they did it.
Phineas and Ferb were like masters at writing catchy music.
I mean,
Well, that's they had like people who only wrote catchy music writing for their like show. Had like fucking.
I think my favorite song in that show, and it might be like, there's so many good ones, so it's hard to say. I love the fucking ballad against like, I don't even know if it's really a ballad, but against like Dr. Doofenshmirtz and Perry with a song where I miss the times we didn't get along. I love that one so much because like he finds a new nemesis that he hates, the panda.
It's not that I don't hate you anymore. I do.
Doofenshmirtz is a great character.
I love him.
Because the entire time it feels like he shouldn't be a villain, but he is, and then by the end of the show he sees that.
okay, so the song that's a bop that shouldn't be a bop is "Record on My Fingers."
Oh yeah. There's a platypus controlling me.
There we go.
There's a
really-
lo-fi remix of that fucking
know.
slaps.
It even had songs that I didn't like that got stuck in my head. Like I thought I did not like Squirrels in My Pants, but it got stuck in my head.
Doofenshmirtz thing is like he just decided to be a villain.
Yes.
Mitzi, your
Okay.
pomegranate tree wasn't able to grow last night.
What?
I love how you said that. Like, like you walked up to Mitzi and went,
I'm like revealing unfortunate news to Mitzi.
It's gonna be like a telenovela.
Mogilla gorilla. We got a gorilla for sale. I love that. Like
We got a
Gorilla for
gorilla
sale.
for
Gorilla for sale.
Neil.
We got a gorilla for sale. McGilla gorilla for sale. For sale. Sorry.
all right.
I put it in the chat last time we talked about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's about
That's like one of the things that made me and Olivia's relationship, because I'm like, you need to hear this. If we're dating, you need to hear this.
What I liked so much about I felt I was like trying to remember if that actually made it into an episode yet, and it didn't. I was picturing myself editing it, but it's only because Matt put it in the chat. But I love that we had that moment where everybody knew what I was talking about, because I sing random shit all the time in these, and I'm either the reference isn't understood or I'm ignored. And this was just a moment where it's like all three of you, it clicked.
You know what I completely miss, and you can tell me that it's still around, but I don't give a shit. I absolutely miss Toonami.
Yeah, me too.
I don't watch a lot of Toonami. You know what's kind of interesting?
What's
You
good?
guys remember the competition where it's like get your character on Toonami? Like they said, it was like fans of Toonami could like draw a character because like.
Did you win?
No, I had nothing to do with this, but someone I knew did. Where it was like there was like a bunch of characters making it in, and someone from this was when I was in elementary school. This is how long ago it was, but they submitted a drawing and they actually made it into the finals. Like I think to the point where Cartoon Network showed their drawing on TV, and it was like a big deal at our elementary school because it was like
that's fucking
shit.
dope.
Like it's someone from our school like might make it on Toonami, and then their character did not win, but they got acknowledged. It was a weird alien creature with stitches on them. That's what I remember. But yeah, that was neat. That was a neat thing.
Going to Clint time.
I remember back when like Adult Swim was like just Toonami for a minute, and then like all
Yeah.
of a sudden like Family Guy and Futurama was on it, and I'm like, oh okay.
It's amazing. None of these cherry blossom leaves ever hit the ground.
Just floating.
Don't think too hard about it.
If you think too hard about it, Clint shows up and kills you.
Well, Clint's gonna do that anyway. Look at him go.
Look at him go. But no, like Toonami was like magical.
Toonami, more like Doug Walker Nami.
You know, I feel like that. I felt like that episode that they did really kind of missed the mark.
Oh wait, I'm with Abigail now. Playing a video game.
And I'm not like trying to be like an ass to Doug. I just feel like an episode really like kind of missed the point.
Which one?
The Toonami episode they did.
They did a Toonami episode?
Yeah.
I don't remember that at all.
That must be very recent.
Are you sure? Because I remember he did a Nick.
I don't have room in my inventory.
He did a Nick
They had a shitty Tom costume. I mean, shitty Tom costume.
Do not remember a Toonami episode. No, I'm surprised. Hey, do you want to try this level together with me? Might do better with your help. Can I say no? Because I am gonna.
Yeah, this was like 2 years ago. How did you miss this?
By then I wasn't really consistently watching Doug's content anymore. I still watch it occasionally, but honestly, like he did Bat Month recently. Did not watch Bat Month.
Where he reviews bats.
Yeah.
Abigail,
I think-
making a drink.
If I watched Batman's, either I or Olivia would probably have an aneurysm.
Bat Month, more like Bat-vember.
Or like Fat Month.
More like bat credit card.
I wonder if he probably made a Bat credit card joke in there somewhere.
You have to. You just have to.
You know, I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like the Bat credit card is not the dumbest shit.
Link Karn made a bit about that.
Oh, I know he did.
About this game. I don't play video games, Abigail. I'm an adult. I only have time for adult things.
Like Leisure Suit Larry.
Leisure Suit Larry, more like Leisure Suit Gary.
For the 3DS.
That was my favorite game. That was like, okay, no, my
Leisure Suit
favorite
Larry?
game. My favorite game. That was my second favorite. My favorite was the Dog Island. Mitzi, heck, Mitzi, don't say heck.
Heck.
I didn't know we could type in the chat.
Yeah,
That's
T for teen.
Am I really about to defile a grave for money?
Yes.
Of course I am. Oh, it didn't work. I'll just defile this grave. Where the fuck is Maru?
Actually, wait, why am I doing this here? I should be doing it here by the sprinkler.
Oh, she's probably
It's
working
smarter,
on
more
the
hard opening it. I hate clay. Thanks, Clay.
Well, I'm off to go blow something up.
Okay,
You do that.
have fun with your arson, honey.
Thank you.
thing. Wholesome. Where the fuck? Is Maru still at work? I need to confess my feelings to Maru.
Dude,
She's ruining my fucking life. This fucking idiot. This fucking idiot.
I'm only dating her to get to her dad.
Her dad is sweet, sweet ass.
This sweet, sweet.
Stupid,
Succulent.
sexy Demetrius.
I'm gonna show up at her. Oh, there she is. Hey, Maru. More like
I
Baru. So.
Burrito. That's my favorite anime.
Might be in the candidate for world's dumbest person.
Nah.
Well, you're
That's
gonna
me
have to
when I'm
beat me.
55.
Alright, Mitzi, what's 4 plus 4?
Well, if I know.
The answer is it's
Even-
relative to.
Even
how
I know
stupid
it's
you are.
8. Mitzi really is the dumbest person in the world.
There we go.
What is this voice, man?
It's Squidward. I'm Squidward, I'm Squidward, Squidward, Squidward.
Matt, what are you giggling about?
Per what
I
Vincent
dumped through the
said.
trash right in front of the kids.
Hey,
They were just like, take care of yourself, Matt.
that guy who gave me a beer is rummaging through the trash.
You know,
Severe
I don't-
Steve out here acting like, oh, I'm the town creep and I'm giving kids beer and rummaging through trash.
Wait, we got a cutscene between Severe Steve and Maru. Sorry, this is more.
I don't.
I hope it's really sweet and beautiful.
Yeah.
Read it out to us, please.
I absolutely do not think that
Just
we
shut
should-
up. I want to hear the scene.
This is the
Just
scene
go
where.
watch the scene.
Alright, Severe Steve, hi. Come in. Forget any voice I gave her in the earlier episodes that I don't remember. I've been working on a new project, something big. This is just one component. Let me show you a little demonstration. Just put your hand here. Let me just make it clear. I like Maru. Severe Steve is the sociopath. I like Maru. And now, I'm gonna flip this switch. Maru has some very nice cutscenes. I like Maru. Oh, Severe Steve just got electrocuted. Severe Steve died, and rightfully so. Oh my god, are you alright? Oh, here, let me apply this burn cream. Oh, she assaulted Severe Steve by accident and is now trying to heal him. The lights just went out. That's... You want to hear about perfect timing? It hit a time
What?
to where it gets dark outside. Like, she put cream on me, and the second the cream sound effect went on, the lights went out outside. Like, seriously, when you hear it, like, go, just watch the stream. I'll clip it later. The timing with the sound effect and the lights going out was perfect. It's okay, it doesn't even hurt. I could also say, you better be. This hurts like crazy. I'll be nice. It's okay, it doesn't even hurt. Oh no? Well, that makes me feel a little better then. Thanks. That kind of ruined the moment, huh? Sigh. Well, okay, let's make the moment good, and I'll give her the bouquet. And this will be the episode where Severe Steve and Maru became something more. Where's she? She asleep? Where is she? Oh, she's in here. Okay. You want to get more serious? I feel the same way.
Oh my gosh, status update.
I'm kind of nervous, aren't you? So, yeah, Severe Steve and Maru are officially boyfriend and girlfriend. Severe Steve, Maru, the ultimate duo. Hear that, Demetrius? He's staring out a window. You hear that? I won. I win. You hear that?
I am Iron Man.
I am Iron Man. I'm gonna sleep with your wife now. Fuck you.
Whoa!
I'm sorry, Michael. What? Maru's his daughter.
I know, but I was in his bed with his wife. It worked.
Oh, okay.
With a visual aid, it worked. Demetrius, more like Cuck-eatris. That didn't work at all. That didn't even work.
Michael,
I'm not even
I'm gonna have to put in my resignation to the Duck Brigade.
It's okay. Everybody does that at one point.
You can't escape. You are
But
trapped here
unfortunately, You
forever.
have to die for this. Unfortunately, I can't let you live. Your days of adventuring are coming to an end.
The problem is,
Okay,
I'm not
Chris, I
alive.
can let you live.
The problem is, I'm not alive nor dead. I am in a void constantly.
Of course, you understood the
Yes.
reference, right?
Limbo.
Yes.
What was it?
Dun, dun, dun.
You're asking me to think. I am fucking tired. I know the reference. I just don't like.
That Sonic and Shadow fight was the shit when I was a kid.
I am in a constant state of limbo, and then Limbo Rock just starts playing. Da 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 da. Da
See,
da 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 da
So
da
you're
da.
more than just a hedgehog.
Da 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 da. Da 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 da
But
da.
you know, I can't let you live. Mitzi and Matt, go to bed. Oh my god.
I'm sorry. I was in the mines and I didn't realize how much time had passed.
Oh, you're not gonna make it back if you're in the mines.
Oh, I am. I'm
Oh.
here.
Okay.
Oh shit. Okay.
How
Well.
about Matt? Okay, good.
I'm in bed. I was the second one in bed.
Chris. I guess Chris was in bed but didn't actually he had to get she had to get in and out.
Be quick. Check the Wonderland mistake. All around.
Hello, I'm the Frognostalgia critic. I remember it, and frogs can too.
That sounds like a threat.
It's not even the beginning of the episode yet.
Dude, we can cut it out.
Hi, I'm Doug Walker, and today I'm here to tell you about Demo Reel.
I feel like I'm going insane every episode.
Doug Walker, more like Fug Pocker.
I wasn't able to grow. Thank you for letting me know that. I'm sorry.
There was an episode of American Dad where Francine gets pulled over by a cop, and she says, "Oh, what can I do for you, pig fucker?" And then he says, "It's Fig Pucker," and his name tag says Fig Pucker. And they're just like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm just so drunk." We should have more plants grown by now, guys. Come on. I was busy with Maru. You guys should be working. See, I could be a manager.
Manager, it's the greatest day of my life.
Manager! Oh, take me by the hand.
Lead me to the land.
You do not understand. I needed that song to play at the end of Aquaman.
And then it didn't.
No.
Letting me down.
it really felt like, I mean, you guys are probably never gonna watch it, but in my dumbass mind, it makes sense for the ending of the Aquaman movie to have that song.
I now have 2 of the 7 Chaos Emeralds.
Hey Shadow, we gotta get to the computer room, man.
I saw Aquaman.
Ah, okay, cool.
Aquaman.
What a stupid fucking quote. I'm gonna kill a lot more than 2 people, idiot. Shadow the Hedgehog will always be a great character.
I love Shadow.
I used to really like Shadow.
You know what's a sad, like a dark, I understand this is a dark thought to have, but I feel it. They should have like made his death in Adventure 2 permanent.
Yeah.
Because it would have, like, that was such a big moment when I was a kid. I was like, oh my god, they killed off a character in a Sonic game.
Like, I think the thing is, I'm just, like, personally sick of characters like Shadow. And that's just a me issue. Like, if you like them, that's perfectly fine.
I love how edgy Shadow is and has, like, no right to be.
From a storytelling perspective, the thing that I like so much about Shadow is just like, you know, it's a stupid kid's version of the story, but it was like I was a kid. Chris has gone to bed. It's 10 a.m. Chris, Jesus Christ.
Because my health is low.
But like, what I liked about it is even though I was young and it is stupid, it was a new experience for me. Seeing a character go from villain to hero and then get killed off. He made a sacrifice at the end. And as a kid, I hadn't seen anything like that. Like, the villain become a good guy was kind of a new thing for me, honestly.
It's not really a common thing, is the thing that's... I mean, it's more common now, but, you know.
Yeah, it's a very common trope now. It's a good trope. I love, you know, by the time I saw Avatar, Zuko, his turnover was like a pretty... wait, Matt...
That was cool.
How far are you in Avatar, Matt?
I know that Zuko...
Okay. It's a little obvious. It's a little obvious that Zuko's gonna turn.
does not stay with the Fire Nation. I don't know anything past that point.
He goes in an interesting direction, but I don't think anything I said will ruin it for you. But I also should.
I think we should probably end it here.
Finish watching Avatar. Matt, please finish watching Avatar.
Season 3 is so fucking good. Season 2 is also really good. It's just like Season 3, like I loved Avatar, but it took me a little while to get through seasons 1 and 2. Not because I didn't like it, just like I was taking my time. By season 3, the show was fucking meth. I couldn't.
Hey guys.
I watched season. You know what? Can I tell you what the biggest win of my life is? Actually, real quick.
Yeah.
Season 3. I started watching season 3 of Avatar on a weekend, and I got so hooked and addicted to season 3 that I watched the whole thing in one sitting. Like, I watched seasons 1 and 2 pretty slowly, but season 3, I watched in one sitting. And by the time I finished season 3, it was about time for school, and I was like, I just fucked myself over big time. Because I'm like, hi Chris. Because I stayed up all night. I didn't get any fucking sleep. And I was just like, shit, this is, today at school is gonna suck. This was when I was still in high school. And then, school got canceled because of snow.
That's dope.
That is the biggest fucking win in my life. I spent the entire night watching Avatar, and then I got to go to bed and not go to school.
Hell yeah. Speaking of
I
sleep.
cannot think of a better scenario. What's up, Mitzi?
Speaking of sleep, can we end it after this day? Because I am losing focus.
Yeah,
for
it's
sure.
fine. I'm kind of losing focus too. Although I'm probably not
I
going
think
to bed.
I think going to my bitch fit here about Shadow, it's not like he's the first time I've came across him, so that's the only reason why I'm not like in love with him, I guess is the way to put it.
I like him for completely different reasons.
I always like
Like,
characters like Shadow for like party games because I always want to play the character party.
Mm-hmm.
but like, I mean, I grew up with like Mega Man and Proto Man, and Bass was exactly what Shadow was, except Bass is dumber than Shadow will ever be, and I just get enjoyment out of that.
See, the thing I love about Shadow is that he is dark, he is edgy, he is brooding, he is angsty, he's grumpy, but really he is just a grumpy little guy. He's just a silly little hedgehog, just like Sonic, except, he's the grumpy bear of the group of the Hedgehog series. And that's all he is, and that's why I love him.
Yeah, no, I just I don't know.
There's a
It's
lot of
just
things
I
I
wish
was-
there was more with him.
I do like that he's not literally just Dark Sonic.
Yeah.
Yeah, the characters in Sonic are so interesting because they can be perceived in so many different ways. One of the big things of Sonic is like modern Sonic is a very friendly character.
Oh god, oh man.
Movies,
Oh god, oh man.
movie Sonic is more vulnerable, but he's still very friendly. But then like classic Sonic, OVA Sonic, and Fleetway
Comic Sonic.
they're fucking assholes.
You know what's really bad
here's
is
the
that
thing. Let me say this: OVA, classic and OVA Sonic, they have an edge to them, but they're not like bad people. Fleetway Sonic is just downright a bad person.
I think actually if I had to give them anyone, Archie beats the shit out of Fleetway.
Archie
Ever
had
so
a great
slightly.
had great fun with the characters.
It did, but like
One of my favorite things about I'm gonna say this after what you say, but I want to say something about Archie that I like to this day genuinely respect.
one more time, I'm sorry.
I was gonna say say what you're gonna say first, Chris, but after this I want to say something about Fleetway that about Archie that I genuinely respect.
Fleetway and Archie? Oh, you're cutting out, so I'm just gonna say it.
Just Archie, just Archie.
Okay. I think the thing that ruined Shadow for me is actually the comics, though.
Mm-hmm.
Because everything about him is not deserved in any way. And the writers just wanted to keep jacking him off as a character to a point of where he was just insufferable. So, like, that's the biggest reason why I don't like him.
Maru.
What were you going to say, Michael?
I was gonna say that what I appreciate
It's
about
about
Archie
There we go.
is that you remember how they had a story arc where Sonic and Tails weren't friends anymore?
Sonic what?
Sonic and Tails were not friends anymore.
Yeah, which time?
Well, the one that like went on for like they set
Like
up
this, like the stupid reason, or like
the Fiona.
Yeah, the stupid reason. Yeah.
Because what I like about that so much is that like was set up at the beginning of the series, came back years later, like a decade later, came back, and then it lasted like 50 issues or something. Like it took forever for them to get through that. And I was like, damn, that's dedication. Like there is so much fucking build up to that issue where the two of them are enemies.
Real talk. That shit never really got resolved, actually.
I am okay with their conclusion.
Oh no, I mean, I'm just saying it came back in like later issues, but then like a reboot happened. So
a reboot happened to a reboot happened, but that part of the story I don't think was affected by the reboot.
Oh no,
it wasn't really a reboot. It was just they had to change some things so certain characters didn't show up anymore because
Oh no, it was a solid reboot, my dude. It was the comic arc was called Genesis.
Yeah.
And the universe actually reset. Like there was shit that like
they
had to be redone.
That arc was before that happened.
Genesis?
Wait, maybe not. No, Genesis was, but I don't like the. You know how they go into the like digital world for a long time before they return to Knoxville.
Yeah.
That was before the Genesis arc.
Yes.
But the reason they went to that digital world was to keep them out of Knoxville, and so certain characters wouldn't show up because of Ken Penders.
I'm hitting the stack.
Yeah.
Me too. But the Tails thing.
Oh no, I'm just saying like
was...
all I'm really saying is that the thing I liked about it is that it was never 100% resolved, not in a negative way.
That's the one comic book I can talk to you guys about a lot because I actually know a lot about it. Like, yeah, no, I like what I liked about that though. Okay, so just like I hear what you're saying, but what I liked about that so much is like you have the two characters who are supposed to be best friends turn on each other and attack each other, and I think a lot of the times when that's done, it's done in a really forced way. Like like Batman and Robin, for example. There is no reason for those in that movie for those two characters to be fighting and arguing with one another.
Okay, I was about to say, homie, there's 101 reasons for Batman and Robin to fight.
I'm talking about that in that movie. It's just really forced.
Yeah.
And we do have to move to the next day so we can save. So move to the next day.
Yeah.
And then we'll end it. But like what I like about that so much is that like they build it up to a point where those two characters having a falling out and fighting, it's built up. If you want to get real technical from when it starts, it's built up over 100 issues.
Yeah, can we continue this conversation after we end this day because I want this to have an actual ending.
I'm trying to end the day, but someone has to hit.
Wait, yes. Who has to click out next? Who has to go on next? There we go.
I have a black screen. Okay.
And I'll end the day now. I'll end the stream too. But yeah, like
awesome.
So like
let me just say my point real quick. All I'm saying is that it's something that came back. It was a sore spot even after they concluded, is what I'm saying. I'm just saying that, like, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying it still is. It's not like they just stopped acknowledging it, is all I'm saying. Is that they continued it even after. And not that they hated each other, it's just they brought back, like, it's still a sore spot when she returns.
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, it is a sore spot when she returns, but I'm talking about the scene. I'm talking about the issue where they actually beat the shit out of each other when Fiona's not even in the picture anymore.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying I like the fact that they even acknowledge it outside of them beating each other up. Like, it's still something that, you know.
I'm not invalidating anything you say because I feel like you probably know more about the comics than I do, even though I actually do know a fair number about the comics. It's just like, so the Tails and Fiona storyline was set up. And Tails had a mini-series that lasted like 3 issues.
Yeah.
And that was at the beginning of the series. That was so fucking early in the series. We're talking like issue 30. Sonic went on for almost 300 issues, with 1 issue coming out every month. So that's years. That's so many fucking years.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that storyline, it's completely ignored for like almost 100 issues. And then it comes back. They bring Fiona back in all this time later. And then it's just... From there, it's a slow build-up between their friendship declining for like 50 or 60 issues. And then it finally explodes in one where they're like legitimately... Tails is considered an enemy to like he's considered a fucking terrorist, war criminal kind of character. And him and Sonic get into like a legitimate fight where they're beating the shit out of each other. And it's just like, oh my god, this is someone who's followed the series as long. This is so fucking interesting to see these two characters, like, because it's like a legitimate fight. Like they're hurting each other.
The thing that's funny about that is that I can confirm that because I have those issues. So like, you know, like I have those issues of the like up to the fight and until the conclusion of Sonic. I think my grandma still has them. I gotta ask her, but yeah, me and Olivia accidentally kept up with Sonic's end till the ending. So
I had no fucking clue that they did this, Chris. I legitimately had no clue that they did this.
Oh, that they brought that shit back?
The Toonami. I mean, the Toonami thing that you said. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, but Sonic did that shit a lot, and it's appreciative that.
Oh yeah.
Actually. The thing that's really even funnier about all of that is that the one thing that I actually enjoy more than all of that is is that the character Scorch was even before all of that, and then they bring him back to make that point. Even though I don't like Scorch either.
I just thought that was cool. I just thought it was like one of the like times where like you have the two friend characters turn on each other where it like worked really well.
Yeah.
Matt says, "Bet your best video yet." Unsubscribed. I don't know how long ago that was because I'm still streaming by the way.
That was when I went to the bathroom.
Okay, that was a while ago then. Yeah, it's just like the comics fucking had fun with it. Oh my god, there was a fucking story arc where
Michael,
he goes to a
I
different.
think I'll continue.
I was just gonna say there was a story arc where he goes to a different planet, and when he gets back, like like the time was different. They pull a fucking Interstellar before Interstellar was a thing. He returns back to Earth and realizes that he lost a year of his life, and everyone thinks he's dead. Like the comics had so much fucking fun with every concept and idea that they could.
I think what you're explaining and the joy that you have is the best way to describe what long form comic books do and why they used to be good
Yeah.
and why most comic books today are kind of shit.
You know what's kind of funny? When I used to read Game Informer, I always got annoyed because they were really fucking hard on Sonic. Like they did not like him. And their fucking review of Generations, like, oh, it's great, it's acknowledging the past, but then they get to Sonic 06, so they gave it a 6 out of 10 for that, and I'm like, yeah, they made the Sonic 06 level good, they made it playable, you fucking assholes. They fixed a broken game, they didn't hide from their past, and they fixed a broken level. Go ahead, Betsy.
I think that comics peaked at Impy and Wormer, so there's no reason to make any more comics.
But like,
We peaked at Impy and Wormer.
I think I would disagree. I think it was Scud the Disposable Assassin is where they peaked.
But just to finish my thought,
You met Rick.
I remember reading Game Informer, and they were like, they had this whole page on like they had this whole article based on like video game comics, and it was like the only time I ever saw this from them was like the headline was Sonic Does Good. It was the only time they gave him credit was the comic book because he was the only video game comic at the time that was like both
The
popular,
ongoing.
that was popular and ongoing, yeah.
And in America.
And it's such a shame that it ended. It's such a shame that it ended so abruptly, and it's because of stupid legal shit.
Here's the thing that's funny about it is that
They almost made it to 300. They almost made it to
They almost did,
300, and then it got canceled.
I will say this though. Yeah, it sucks that it ended, but the new IDW run is really good.
I've heard good things about it.
Oh, it's amazing. I don't keep up with it anymore, but it's really good, and it even. I'm sad that it did end. I really do wish they did end it at 300. That would have been great.
Yeah.
And also, Ken Penders can suck my ass because he got rid of the Mega Man comic as well.
Yeah, he's a fucking asshole.
But like, I think that it was about time though.
Yeah, I will say this about the new one. I haven't. I can hear myself. Is that Mitzi?
Sorry.
Jiggle your phone. It's all good. Just jiggle your phone. It seems to be the solution. I'll say this about the new one. I like Tangle and Whisper's designs a lot.
Oh, they're amazing characters though.
I don't know too much about the characters because I haven't read the new comic, but like seriously, Mitzi, look up fucking Tangle and Whisper. You'll like these two.
Okay, I will look at them right now.
Also,
Tangle and Whisper great.
I also think the arc that was right before there was like a weird arc that was right before or after Genesis. That was the last stand against Eggman. Like it was the last serious arc.
Oh, those are some pretty sick character designs, actually.
Oh hell yeah!
I love these two. I learned about them because the freaking Forces app put those two in.
But the thing about the last serious Sonic arc is it still had tension. It was still pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
It was them. Well, the thing that was funny is that like they came back to the Genesis story of where Eggman won and then wiped out the universe, so like they had to fix the timeline, and that was kind of dope.
Yeah, oh yeah, it was awesome. I couldn't believe how dark their Generations adaptation was because they adapted every single one of the games into the comic.
Yeah.
They found a way to make it fit with their story. And for Generations, the way they did it was like Sonic and what's her name? Sally fail a mission. You see a shot of like Sally's about to be gunned down. You don't see the violence because it is Sonic, but they do imply that it happens that she got shot to death.
Yeah.
And then Sonic's like running and screaming. Eggman presses a button. Everything like whites out, and like the entire world's ending. And it's like, holy shit, that's a dark ending. And then it just flashes to Sonic being in his classic form, and everything resets.
Yeah, that's the story for Genesis. Yeah.
And that's how they adapted Generations. Like, what a fucking crazy way to do that.
I think. Have you ever read the Fleetway comics though?
I've seen videos on them. I haven't read them.
If you ever get the chance, they are really good. They're just batshit. That's the only difference.
Yeah. Fleetway is hilarious because they made Sonic like the biggest fucking asshole imaginable.
The thing that's funny about
he's like a hero. He's but he's like an anti-hero in that shit.
You know what's funny about him is that he's an asshole until a main character dies, and that's when he starts becoming a better character.
That's nice. They gave him development.
Like he literally watched his friend die, and he's like, "Man, I'm like, you know, like that whole meme of I wasn't fast enough kind of thing. That's kind of what happened." And he starts like going through this like contemplative journey, and I'm like, "What the fuck?"
I liked their adaptation of like Super Sonic because like to me that felt like them completely saying fuck the source material, we're doing our own thing, but it was cool. And it was cool what they did because you can't even say that was a misinterpretation. The source material was there at that point. They just did not care. They wanted to do their own thing, and it was awesome.
Well, the thing that's funny is that they also knew that they had to like this was the perfect opportunity to do a reboot at that point.
Hmm.
We're talking about the Generations one, right?
I thought we were talking about
like,
Fleetway.
Oh, Fleetway too, yeah. Well, no, Generations also was one that was close, but like they did their own thing too.
Yeah. Oh, they was that Generations or was that Sonic 4?
I think it was. I could have swore it was Generations, but it might have been 4.
It could have been. It probably was Generations. I think that that was their because like it doesn't have modern and classic interactive. I think just they wanted to bring classic back during that time.
I think one of my favorite things also about we're not streaming anymore, right?
We are actually.
Oh shit! I mean, we can still talk about it. I just did want to hold you guys up for streaming.
No, I mean, Mitzi and Matt, you're welcome to leave anytime. I'm sure me and Chris will stop talking about this eventually if you want to continue chatting.
Oh shit! You weren't bluffing. You really are still alive.
I'm still. Yeah. No, I wanted because me and Chris were in the middle of the conversation. I didn't want to cut the conversation off midstream. So it's a black screen, but we're still talking if anyone's listening.
I guess the one thing is that Sonic comics were just...
Do you want me to end the stream? I can end the stream.
Oh, I'm just going to say one thing, and you can end it after this. The Sonic comics were dope, and I think that them having continuity was a great thing, and it taught kids that, like, it was a great way to get into comic books. Because they didn't play the games, like... They just were like, hey, this is how comic books work.
Yeah.
Bada bing, bada boom.
They had a lot of fun with everything, and it's like it to me is like the only game comic I ever read growing up that was like actually cool. Though apparently there was like a Super Mario Brothers one that actually was cool. Doug Walker.
There's a lot.
But Archie of Sonic that actually it's like over the top and ridiculous, and it's like it's both good. It's good for like the sake of like reading it and laughing at how traumatic it gets, but man, it was fun and they got creative with it.
Yeah, they definitely
and they legitimately had plot lines that would go on for over 100 issues, but like slowly, like there was stuff going on in the background that built up, and they fucking, oh my god, what they do for Robotnik? You know how like in the games he goes from Robotnik to Eggman?
Yeah.
In the comics, it's like they kill Robotnik off. He stays dead, and a clone of him comes by or something, where he becomes Eggman. Like Eggman and Robotnik are different people in the comic. And so there's like, I think it was issue 50. It was like they made a big deal of it because it was like, oh, 50 issues. They fucking kill Robotnik, like he's dead, and he never came back.
Also, another thing that was really cool is that Sonic was one of those few comic books. Like, this was normal in the 90s, but, like, it was the first time where if you were a kid, you actually got to see your heroes lose,
Yeah,
I guess is the way to put it. Because, like, you probably weren't reading Batman when Sonic came out.
probably not.
Because, I mean, if you were used to Nightfall, and we just saw Batman get his back snapped and Superman die, but whatever. It's not like Sonic, you know? So. Which is a bold statement to say when my wife does comic book show. Man, Superman's death? Fuck it. Sonic Man, when he lost against Eggman once, means more than Superman, Batman, and Phoenix combined.
I love how they did stuff like they would have like the generic storyline where like, oh, Sonic turns evil for an issue, but it's because he's under mind control. And once that's resolved in the next issue, no, the characters are still fucking angry at him. Because they're not sure about what happened and they're trying to understand it themselves. Like it was just like the series had like continuity really early on. Like it was just like,
man,
they always.
It sounds like
if they had an idea for what they wanted to do, like if they wanted to do something dramatic, it never lasted one issue. It always carried out.
It sounds like you're like one sneeze away from just liking comic books in general. Because like this is just what comics did at the time.
I read a couple of comics when I was a kid, and I stayed away from like the Marvel and DC stuff just because it was a little overwhelming. But like stuff stuff like Bone, stuff like, you know, as I'm talking about a lot now, Sonic, like I liked that stuff a lot.
The thing that's funny is that like I think that's the one thing I will say that I like about comic books in general is the fact that they do have a long continuity, and if you're part of it, it's rewarding.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Because hear me out. Like the Clone Saga for Spider-Man was shit, but it was still cool to kind of be like, hey, you remember that Spider-Man from the 60s? Yeah, that was an actual thing. That is an actual fucking plot point that we're going to bring back in 1992. Like, you know,
the comics just brought in characters that would never be seen anywhere. Like Uncle Chuck, he's in a couple of the shows, right?
Yeah, not the same character though, but yeah.
Oh yeah, I think he wasn't he in Sad AM a little bit?
He was in Set AM, but like it's definitely. I mean, he's not as relevant as he is in the comics. I guess is the best way to put it.
For sure, and then he was also in Underground, which is
you're right, he was.
Which is like both
weird,
the worst thing they ever made, but also one of the funniest. But like, yeah, he's like, so he's there, but the parents, like, they have his parents in it, and they have Tails' parents in it, and it's like,
Sonic has a name.
It only exists in the comics. That like the parents are never brought up anywhere else. It's just like, but it's like a whole thing because like his parents are assumed dead for like the first how many issues, and it's like, oh, they're still alive, but his dad was a roboticized.
Isn't it like
his dad is a robot, and it's like they just like they like revealed so much about these characters and their background as it went on because again, it's a comic and they have to tell so much. They have to do so much storytelling.
I think the thing that's funny about that whole thing is that Sonic's parents' reveal was interesting because of just how long we went without them.
I feel really bad right now about how much we're like ostracizing Matt and Mitzi from this conversation. So me and you should do a podcast on this, Chris.
Oh, for sure. Just let me
I've
pull
literally
out
just been sitting here.
Just let me pull out my fucking comics. Oh, and by the way, just for others' sake, Kirby has comic books, and those are interesting. So
I have not read any of those. I watched the anime though.
The anime is a completely different thing, which is also dope.
I haven't watched it in a long, long while.
I'm gonna end the stream, use the bathroom, and then I'll be back. And if anyone still wants to do stuff after that or just shoot the shit,
cool.
I'm down. But
I don't want to sound like a nag, but don't overdo yourself, Mitzi. I know that you said that you were tired.